Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat and today we have, in the Superstore, brand new PLE cards, formerly Money in the Bank cards, formerly PPV cards, I can't remember what they're all called, but we have, of course, this Scottish psychopath, Drew McIntyre. There's two places that you don't want to be, in his way and in his prayers. And of course, he was the winner of the Elimination Chamber. It's going to be big old Drew McIntyre. And of course, the winner of the Female Elimination Chamber, it is Becky Lynch, which is very, very awesome. And you know what? I think I kind of want both of these, actually, because they're both really good. I really do need another up arrow. Let's take a look at our deck here first of all. This is how I decide whether I need things or not. So we know that the Becky Lynch is left arrows. So we have, in terms of left arrow, we have Io Sky, we have Liv Morgan, and then we have Tundra Becky Lynch. Now, of course, this Becky Lynch is a little bit better than a regular pro Tundra card. So our fourth best card is this Rhea Ripley, this left arrow. Now, if we get this Becky Lynch, she will be up here next to Bayley. I don't think she'll be quite as strong as the Fortified 2 Nikita Lyons, but she will be up here next to Bayley, and it'll be a left arrow, and it means that it can replace this Tundra Rhea Ripley as well, so that is pretty cool. In terms of males, let's see, for up arrows, we have, of course, the King of Kings, Triple H. We have the King of Kings, Triple H. Next up is our Fortified 1, which is going to be a Fortified 2, Dragon Lee. And then after that, we have Kevin Owens, who's actually a down arrow, who is using the Force alignment to become an up arrow. So if we get another up arrow, the Drew McIntyre, that means that we have 4 Royal Rumble up arrows, which means that all of these single up arrows that we have here that aren't doing anything can then get removed, can all get fed to someone, and that frees up a lot of space down here as well, because it goes from 442 down to like maybe around 430 odds. So that's what we're trying to do. We just want 4 good up arrows. We don't need to try and get pros of Shawn Michaels, Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, Jinder Mahal, Montez Ford. We don't need to try and get pros of all of them, because a little ways down the line, these Royal Rumble cards will become as common as what Myth cards are currently. So we'll be able to get those pros for the stars later on. At the point of playing through Royal Rumble 24 tier, all you're trying to get is 4 good cards of each of the arrows. So 4 good right, 4 good up, 4 good down, 4 good left arrows for both your male and your females. And once you've got those, you don't really need the rest of the cards. Now, next up is, before we look at anything else, the Battle Pass is only around for the next 8 hours and 51 minutes for big old Randy Orton, and we know what the next Battle Pass is going to be. The next Battle Pass is going to be Jade Cargill, which is the first time that she's ever been made into a card, so it's going to be very cool. I'm definitely going to get that Battle Pass, and it's going to be an up arrow. So let's take a look at our females for the up arrows. You can see our up arrows currently not fantastic. We have a Fortified 1 Maxine Dupree, we have Katana Chance, we have a singular Sonya Deville, and then we are still using this Crucible Maxine Dupree from Crucible tier, which we really, really want rid of, but we can get rid of this Maxine Dupree the second that we get our Jade Cargill. Because once we get the Battle Pass, I'm definitely going to 100% complete it, which means we'll be getting the Pro Jade Cargill, and that Pro Jade Cargill is going to be an up arrow, and that could very well surpass the Royal Rumble Fusion Nikita Lyons. Now, to check, this here is the Battle Pass Randy Orton from this current Battle Pass, and you can see there he doesn't have his 100 matches yet, but he is stronger than a Fortified 1 Royal Rumble card. However, does seem to be a little bit weaker than our Fortified 2 Royal Rumble Fusion card. So this is whereabouts you can expect your Battle Pass card to roughly be. And of course, if we get the new Battle Pass, we will also get the new Battle Pass quest, which if we complete all of it will give us a 3rd Randy Orton, which will make this PLE Randy Orton into a Fortified 1, which might very well overtake our Fortified 1 Royal Rumble Valentine's Day Karrion Kross, and of course our Fortified 2 Royal Rumble Fusion Austin Theory. It won't overtake a double heroic, that isn't going to happen. So just be aware of that. So, with that all said, I think I do want the up arrow, Drew McIntyre. Of course, being a big old Scottish grandcat, I have to support my local Scottish heritage and get old Drew Galloway. Andrew Galloway, that is his name. And of course, he came all the way here from Scotland to go into WWE and into the main event against one visionary, one revolutionary, one Sith freaking Rollins, of which the two will clash for the title at what I presume could be the main event of WrestleMania Night 1. If it isn't the main event of WrestleMania Night 1, I think it could be a show opener to WrestleMania Night 1, because I think the first and the last match of a pay-per-view are generally tend to be the two most important ones. And I could also see them making the main event of Night 2 of WrestleMania has to be Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. So the main event of Night 1, they might make it one of the female matches. It might be Io Sky versus Bayley. It might be Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley. Depending, well, I think the Rhea Ripley match is probably going to be the bigger of the two. I really like the Io Sky versus Bayley storyline. But Rhea Ripley is going undefeated for a year since she won the title at last year's WrestleMania against Charlotte Flair. So I think that's maybe more likely going to be the main event. So I could actually see Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins maybe being the show opener for... And it's probably going to be WrestleMania Night 1, because if you're going to have the UWU Championship, that is the undisputed WWE Universal title, which Roman Reigns holds, UWU. If you're going to have that title on the main event of WrestleMania Night 2, in my head it makes sense that you don't want both men's world title matches on the same night. So you would have Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins on Night 1. That is my logic, at least. Anyway, so I am indeed going to get Drew McIntyre. But I think I am also going to get Becky Lynch. Now, thankfully, I do have enough of these super coins to do both of them. I staved off, didn't get the Royal Rumble Cody Rhodes, but I kind of want the two of these. It does seem now that we can see the daily login, you can see that there isn't any new tiers coming. That is a Superstar Shines Bright. I'm not sure what that is about. This one here, this is new equipment available. Then, of course, we're going to have War Games, and then we're going to have Giants Unleashed. So whatever that event card is going to give us, that's going to be the first one, and then that is going to be the Pro there. We have new fusions that are going to be inspired by the great moments in WrestleMania history. So that seems quite cool. I assume that those are going to be fusion tokens. It's not, it's not going to be your regular Royal Rumble 24 fusions. It's going to be like an event to try and get these cards. We're getting an offer wall, which means nothing to me. Happy 316, son. That means you're going to get some kind of Stone Cold there. Then we have a new cards inspired by 2K24 will be available on that day. Then we have a flash event, which is going to be Road to Glory, which is only going to be for 2 days, and then Ring Domination, which is going to be for 2 days. So this weekend here is going to give you the brand new... Well, it's going to be a brand new card that you're going to be able to get a double Heroic Pro from one weekend. Then after that, we have the new Battle Pass, which is going to... It's actually quite short, because this only goes from here, which is the 1st of March, to the 27th of March. Then we've got a new Battle Pass. So I think that potentially after this point here, that there's going to be a new tier. I think this is when WrestleMania 40 is going to happen. I think it's maybe going to be around here, maybe the Tuesday, maybe the Wednesday. And then this Road to Glory, I think, is going to be your first WrestleMania 40 event card. And then, of course, you've got the offer wall. And then the second half of Road to Glory, which will probably be Ring Domination, will probably start on the following month over there. So, of course, WrestleMania is going to be happening at the start of April, I believe, the first weekend of April. So I think it's going to be I think it's from. I think WWE says it's from the 1st to the 4th of April, or I can't remember. Like, it's weird because they try and say that it's 5 days, and it's really not. Is it from the 4th to the 8th? That may be it. Yeah, I think it's the 4th to the 8th is what they say. So I think if you get the new WrestleMania tier here, then, you know, this one will start us, you know, we'll get the first half of our event card, then WrestleMania will be happening while we get the second half of this WrestleMania 40 event card. Because if this isn't in a WrestleMania 40 card, that means we're going to be in Royal Rumble 22, or Royal Rumble 24, sorry. We'll be in Royal Rumble 24 right up until WrestleMania ends. And then it's only after WrestleMania that we would get the WrestleMania 40 tier and WWE Supercard, and that seems wrong to me. So I suspect that if it's going to happen, it has to happen here. So I think, and also interestingly enough, these cards are up for 41 days, which means that they aren't going away for a while, which means that once we're into WrestleMania 40 tier, these cards are still going to be there, and we're not going to get some WrestleMania 40 PLE cards for a good little while, maybe a week or two after WrestleMania finishes. So that's my ideas. So basically, it'll give you some time to get your super coins back up if you use them all here. So let's go ahead and grab our cards. We are going to get our Becky Lynch, and of course we are going to get a pro of that. We're going to get the two of them. There they are. Those are locked down. And we are going to get our Drew McIntyres. There he is. That is a screenshot. That's probably going to be the thumbnail, almost certainly. And lock that down. And we're going to get a second Drew McIntyre as well for the pro. There we go. So now I'm going to be working on getting both of these cards pro'd up. It's going to be very, very cool. We're down to only 11,000 super coins. Of course, we were on over 80,000 before. But I have 41 and a half days to try and get these coins back up, to try and get myself a pro of whatever the WrestleMania 40 PLE cards are going to be. And there we go, folks. That is going to be it for this little video. I really hope that you all enjoyed. Do, of course, remember that your Braun Breaker event is still up for another 4 days and 8 hours, but remember, on the last day, you won't be able to get any Braun Breaker tokens, at least you aren't normally. So do make sure that you use your Braun Breaker tokens on whatever it is that you want to get before that point happens. And, well, with that said, folks, I think that's going to be it for this little video. I really hope that you all enjoyed. In terms of Last Man Standing, I am not playing in this week's Last Man Standing. I really like Rhea Ripley, but I just hate the amount of money that Last Man Standing costs. I really feel that it's not possible to play for free because of the amount of blocks and the amount of reveals that you'd need, especially in the late game. And if you want to try and get a decent number, it's not possible to do for free. I think you could probably get into the top 10,000 for free. And I think the Rhea Ripley card is going to be amazing for the players out there that get it. But for me, I am just happy to wait for Jade Cargill. I'm going to get the pro Becky Lynch, of course, as well. And as much as I like Rhea Ripley, I am not going to waste all of my credits on trying to play Last Man Standing. So with that said, folks, that is going to be it for this little video, and I really hope that you all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.